It's not fall yet here, technically. I know people keep saying, you know, the beginning of September is like fall. No, it's 113 degrees today. We don't get fall until like, I don't know, end of October. But they had these cute pumpkins at Target. So fall decoration. I'll try to keep something a little lively back here. I don't know, depending on the season or whatever. So we have, you, not me, you. What am I trying to say? This is going to serve as both a this just in and like a full face to first impressions, as I like to do when I get like new makeup and things like that. I haven't done a this just in, but really all the stuff that I've gotten in the last couple of weeks is like makeup, so I figured we could just sort of combine them. Do like a quick overview of some things I've gotten and then, you know, start talking about them. So I ordered both the foundation and primer from the new Exa, the Credo own brand. So those came in. We're going to play with those today. I've ordered a variety of things from PYT Beauty. Their lip glosses, bronzer, which you guys have seen already, both of their eyeshadow palettes. I've got 2 of their blushes, I think, or maybe it's just 1 blush. No, it's 2 blushes. So I've got 1 blush, and then I've got another blush in the shade Heartbeat, which I don't have, or head brush. It's like this sort of color. And then I've got one of the highlighters in Backstage Pass, which is like the middle shade. I've ordered a couple of things from Aether Beauty, which you guys have seen if you watch some of my videos. I ordered the Yellow Diamond Dust, as well as the new Amber Cheek Palette. So those have come in. Let's see, what else have I ordered that I can show you guys just real quick. I've ordered a few things from Honest Beauty. I didn't order as much. Oh, PYT Beauty, I didn't finish. I ordered the concealer. I ordered the mascara. I ordered a glitter gel. And I have the brow pencil. So those things I've ordered. I ordered this sponge. This is the Super Sponge. I'm not using this today, but it's supposed to like absorb less. I saw an ad for it on Instagram, and it's supposed to absorb less foundation than like the, you know, like a beauty blender, which I've got here because it's got like silicone. I'll test that at some other point. What else have I gotten? But yeah, Honest Beauty. I ordered a few things from Honest Beauty. I ordered one of the new lip glosses. I ordered the mascara and primer. I ordered, or this came free, but I ordered 2 of their lit powder blushes. And then this came free with my order. It's one of their cream blushes in rose pink. So some of that I'll use today and some of it I won't. And then I ordered a couple of things from Saie Beauty. I ordered their Super Glowy Gel in their original shade, which is like this. And then I ordered one of their Dew Bombs in Bronze Nectar. I really don't know how to use this, and the stuff is pretty sheer, but I don't think I'm going to use any of that today necessarily. So put those away. I've got the new Kosas mascara. They did send that to me, and then I didn't know they were sending it to me because I don't get any kind of notification, so I bought one. So I've got 2 of them, so I hope I like it. And then lastly, I've got some Alima Pure. They sent me some as PR, and then I did order some during their sale. So this is a mix of both. I've got the highlighter in Luna, which completes all of the highlighters from Alima Pure. I've got them all now. I got 2 new blushes, one in Freesia, which is a shimmer blush, and then one in Melon, which is a satin matte. So those are pretty. And then I got 2 finishing powders, the Radiant Finishing Powder and then the Satin Finishing Powder. I'll probably use the satin one today. I don't know if I'll use anything else, but we'll see. And then I have 6 of their 7 new eyeshadows. Or not new, but I think maybe like 1 shade was new, but the rest are like re-releases or something like that. So I've got every shade except Thistle, which is like the deep purple shade. And I think I'm going to use Paloma today, which actually kind of matches my shirt. Did I do that intentionally? Probably subconsciously. I might use Gazelle as well. Where is Gazelle? Which is like this shimmer. like light shimmer. So we'll see. So I think I know what I want to do here. Oh, they also sent me their lipstick shade, which I mangled already. This is the Emma, the only shade that I didn't have. So, and then lastly, Skylar's perfume of the month is Amber Muse, which, let's put this on. The packaging on this one is like so pretty. So this one is romantic, creamy, and decadent with set notes of coconut milk, saffron flower, and hazelnut. I do the wrists and then I do like behind the neck. It smells nice. I do like this one. I can't pinpoint the scent notes of it though. Not necessarily. I mean, it just kind of, I don't know, it blends together really nicely where you don't really like pinpoint one thing over something else. So anyway, let's get started. We're gonna do the foundation and the primer. I haven't used these yet, so everything here will be, you know, like first impressions. I did put down a tinted SPF, so I don't know if the primer is gonna have an issue with that, but we'll find out. So this is the Jumpstart Smoothing Primer, charged with triple antioxidant blend. So I'll pump some of this out so you can see. And then I'm pretty sure it like blends in invisibly. Yeah, it does. So we'll put that in the areas where I need the most primer help. My skin is still not totally recovered from, you know, when I didn't take care of it. I got like this nice line of fun stuff happening here. I think that's okay. It went over the tinted moisturizer just fine, or like the tinted, well, I mean, it was the tinted SPF, but I did use that as my moisturizer today as well. I'm testing a bunch of tinted SPFs. So that's that. No color to that, it's just invisible. And then I've got the High Fidelity Satin, Semi-Satin Foundation in James 410, which at first I was afraid this was the wrong match, but it actually should be perfect. Because I did try this on my face. I haven't like worn it a full day or anything, but I just sort of tested the shade. Though I did place an order with Credo recently, and I requested one of my samples be their foundation like packet of the medium to light shades. So we're gonna do this. It does have a little bit of a scent, but it's like, it's not overwhelming or anything. I was pretty excited about this though, because the shade range on it is really large, which is unheard of for clean beauty. You don't see shade ranges bigger than like 6 most of the time, and like 4 of them are, you know, light shades and 2 of them are tan. But this one has a very large shade range. And I haven't heard so far any criticism of it. I haven't heard, you know, criticism of the shade range so far. So I'm hoping that means that, you know, pretty much everybody's been able to find their shade match. So as you can see, that does work pretty well. I haven't really gotten, I mean, I've gotten some sun this summer, I guess. It might be a little darker than I prefer, but it's not terrible. But it's not super full coverage, as you can tell. You can still see, you know, a lot of my acne. I did do like 1.5 pumps. I'll go over certain areas with a little bit more. But you can tell it is very very luminous. But I wore an oil underneath my tinted SPF, so my skin is a little bit sort of more like glossy anyway. I kind of like the glossy skin. I'm not much for matte. And I don't think this is too bad, especially if you like, I mean, if you like matte skin, I don't think you're gonna like this, but if you like dewy skin. All right, should we get up close and personal so you can see like texture and things like that? I mean, my skin is pretty textured right now. So, but for the most part, I like it. It's not exaggerating any dry spots. It's not noticeably sinking into any pores. So I think that's pretty good. I'm excited to keep playing with that and see how, you know, how it does. If you guys want like a more formal review on it, let me know, like a wear test, something like that. Just let me know. And then we're gonna do the PYT concealer, which I'm a little nervous about. So this is the All or Nothing concealer. It does have Manuka Honey apparently, which I guess I didn't realize. So this is what it kind of looks like. It's kind of like a pencil. I've got the shade Light Peach. And it, so you don't have to sharpen it, it just rolls up like this. So we'll see how it does. On the other end, I'm pretty sure there's a sponge. Yeah, or like a brush, whatever this is. So we're gonna do some concealing around the eyeballs. I don't really think I want to put that anywhere else though, just based on the color that it is. Did I bring in a brush? Because I don't really want to use that sponge thing at the end of it. I'm not particularly crazy about this. I don't really feel like it covers much, but anyway, that's the concealer. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. It does feel kind of heavy as well. We'll see how it wears though. I am gonna set this stuff with the satin finishing powder in Henné from Alima Pure. So I'm gonna set under the eyes first, just to make sure that everything stays put as best as it can. There is a little bit of a tint on this powder. I'm hoping it doesn't add like too much color though. And then we'll do some over the rest of the face with a big old powder brush. Even though it's a satin setting powder, it does take down the shine a little bit, but it still leaves some because there is a little bit of satin. I totally forgot about my scar up here. It's pretty much as healed as it's gonna get, I think. So it's, you know, it's like white, like a scar. It's not too noticeable. Not terrible. All right, so that's base. What do we think base-wise? I mean, I wish that my skin wasn't so broken out. I probably would appreciate it a little bit more. But I'm working on it. So let's do let's do the brow. So this is the brow pencil and spoolie from PYT. So it's got one of these ends and then the spoolie on the other. So let's just brush through real quick. And then we'll go in with the pencil. I'm trying to do it so I can see and you can see at the same time. Just the way my camera has to be positioned. What shade do I have? I think I have medium brown. Yeah, warm brown. Warm brown. And you guys know I don't like reshape or anything, I just fill in. This actually feels like it would last you like a decent amount of time. Because I find I'm not needing a ton to sort of get the color and intensity that I want. That's pretty nice though. I like that. I can dig it. And it's again, one of those like retractable doohickeys. We'll have to see. Should we see how much is in there? There's a decent amount of product in there. So there's that. So that was base. I mean, the longer it like sits and sort of like melts in, I feel like I'm liking the way it looks a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out what I should do first. Should I do eyes first and then work on blush, like sort of in reverse? I didn't bring any eye primer in here. Yeah, I don't have any eye primer because I mean, I'm not really going anywhere. I really don't care that much. Okay, so we're gonna do Paloma, which is sort of like the most red color from the Alima Pure loose shadows. So let me, here's a good swatch of it. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that does. It matches my shirt like almost perfectly. So it's not red, but it's like sort of rose, but kind of red. But it's like the reddest. Oh, I just made a mess. All right, so I'm gonna do, let's start with like this kind of brush. I'm gonna do sort of like one shadow all over. I'm not really gonna do anything interesting, as I just prefer like one shadow, just like straightforward. I like showcasing like one color. What would you call this? Would you call this like a red or an orange or a pink? What would you classify this as? I was actually kind of hoping it would be more red. Because I don't really have, I mean, I've got a couple red shadows from Prisma palette. I do have a couple more in my cart. Because I really want to play with some red. I was kind of hoping this would be more red, but it'll do. It'll do. Just trying to build it up a little. I'll speed through some of this so you don't have to watch me watch me put this on.
That I saw something.
What'd you see?
A spiky stain. I don't want to mess with it.
You don't want to mess with it?
stepping really spiky and I don't want to mess with it.
Why don't you want to mess with it?
Come check it out.
Okay. That's that. Is that a little much? It might be, but you know what? That's all right. I kind of been wanting to do like an under the lash line thing for a little bit. So we're gonna take Gazelle, which is a slightly shimmery, and we're just gonna go, if I can get a decent amount, we're gonna go inner corner on that. Just for a little bit of color contrast. You'll probably be able to see it better on the other eye, so just 1 second, please. These lights can come sometimes sort of like drain out some of the light or some of the color contrast. Can you even see it? There's too many shadows. I promise it's there. I promise it's there. Took it a little too far in. When you take it a little too far in, it can exaggerate those like wrinkles underneath the eye a little bit. So I try to keep it like up on the lid, like in this area, and then like the inner corner. It's just a very slight, you can't even really tell. Let me try to do a swatch for you though, so you can see it. Yeah, it's very like peach. It's like a highlighter almost. It's like barely there. Can you even see it? You cannot see it. It's very barely there. It's just like a light shimmer for the inner corner. Okay, so should I do mascara first? Or should I do the rest of my face? We can do mascara. Okay, so this is the Kosas Big Clean Volumizing and Lash Care Mascara. So this is my first time trying this. So here's what the packaging looks like. And then the brush. I think this is the only clean mascara I've got that's got a brush like this, where it's sort of, it's hard to tell, but it's like a little bit curved. Sort of tell more right there. So you're supposed to do it like this with the curve going down. I've never used one of these kinds of mascaras, so I don't actually know. Let me do one eye. I'll come back around and do the other eye so you can see it better. Once we determine how much, does it say length and volume? Volumizing, how much volume it actually gives. So I can see it's not necessarily lengthening, but it is more slightly volumizing. There's one coat. Hopefully you can see. We're gonna give it a second, and then I'll do a second coat. So this formula does have beeswax in it if you are strictly avoiding all animal products, just so you know. Let's just go in real quickly with I try to clean off the brush a little bit, just so it's not so clumpy. I do that with like all my volumizing mascaras, because they can get a little bit clumpy. All right, so that's 2 coats. Should I zoom in a little? Can you even see? Sorry. Try to make it so you don't see up my nose. I kind of like it, actually. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but I like the, it's volumizing, but it still gives like some definition. It's not as, I've been really liking the Vapor one because it gives like really like fluttery looking lashes where they're like full but still look light. They don't look like heavy. I don't feel like this gives like that kind of effect. They do feel kind of like heavy and a little bit clumpy, but I do feel like it gives some good volume. Give that a second and then we can do coat number 2. I'm trying to decide where I want to go with my makeup today. I think I want to use one of these Honest Beauty lit powder blushes. I've got Foxy, which I think is the more sort of like peachy gold one. And then I've got Flirty, which is the more pinky one. Maybe this one would go better with my eyes. I think we'll do that. All right, so coat 2. All right, so final lash assessment. I really like it. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but it's not too much volume because I don't always really like a lot of volume. I don't like them to look super like chunky or like spidery. I feel like it gives good volume and definition at the same time, which can be hard to find for me at least, in like a volumizing formula. You either get like volume and like clump. Mostly that's what you get. You get like volume and clump. And if my camera would focus. All right, so let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. We're just gonna do the PYT bronzer again because that's really the only new one that I've got. Which I'm not totally crazy about this one. Just doesn't feel like there's much to it. Like the color on it is pretty blah. I feel like it just sort of like blends in with my skin tone. It doesn't really do anything. I'm shedding like nothing else right now. I really want a haircut, but that's not happening. I mean, it like lightly bronzed my face, but I'm not overly impressed with this bronzer. I'll just say that, which I mean is what I kind of said before. All right, so we're gonna take Foxy, right? Foxy? Yeah. What? What's up? What happened?
Hear a sound.
You hear a sound? Is that Boo's Castle?
It's not Boo's Castle.
So it's kind of like in a, well, it is. It's an illuminating lit powder blush. So it's like an illuminating blush. I probably don't even need a highlighter with this. You know, this kind of reminds me of the illuminating blushes from Antonym. They've only got 2 colors. They've got the Cheek Crush. They've got Cheek Crush and they've got Lily. These sort of remind me of that that formula a little bit, but of course more colors. Lily is one of my favorites. I wear it all the time. I actually really like this though. What do you think? Okay, so lastly is lips. Let me drink. Take a drink. If you've never tried these, Olipop's, you need to. They're delicious. The vintage cola one is my favorite. I'm like full on obsessed. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do a lip gloss. Or wait, what is this Emma? What's the color on this Emma? Ooh, that would kind of like bring it all together, wouldn't it? Should I do it? If I don't like it, or maybe I could put a little gloss on top. Well, it's slightly rosier than the eyeshadow. All right, that's not bad. That's Emma. I do like that color. That is a very pretty lipstick color. We can do a little bit of gloss. We'll put this PYT gloss over top. Why not? Supposedly it's a plumping gloss. I can feel. I can feel something. Of course I've contaminated it, but it's, you know, it's a little one. It came with one of my orders or something. So anyway, that's what we did to my face today with a bunch of new stuff, and we sort of went full on like rosy theme here with the shirt and everything. Was that where I intended this to go? I don't really know. I like it though. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. All right, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything here specifically that you want me to see or you want me to play with more, you want to see. Do you guys want a full-on, you know, product dedicated review to these things? Like, do you want to see a wear test? Do you want to see like a full-on review, like of just these things, and not where I'm talking about other stuff? Let me know what you thought about the Kosas mascara. And then if there's anything that you saw me pull out of my drawer and show you guys, if there's anything that you want me to play with, let me know. And I'm gonna go admire my face for a while until I have to wash this off, because I really like the way that this all turned out. All right, anyway, that's all that I've got for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thanks for spending some time with me today to put on some makeup. But yeah, let me know if you got any comments or questions or anything. Probably not, but I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.